Hi everyone, great to see you. Today I'm going to show you a very interesting and widely used chemical process called condensation polymerization. First, let me explain more about what condensation polymerization is. Condensation polymerization is a chemical reaction where two or more molecules, each containing specific types of functional groups, combine to form polymers and release small molecules like water, methanol, or hydrochloric acid, and something like that. So the release of small molecules is a key feature that distinguishes the condensation polymerization from other types of polymerization, such as addition polymerization. There are two things you need to know in polycondensation. First is functional groups. One functional group will have easily removed hydrogen, such as hydroxy group and amine group, and the other functional group will have strongly electrophilic carbon items, such as carboxy group and isochloride group. For example, the hydroxy group will react with the carboxy group to form the polyesters, and the amine groups will react with the carboxy acid to form the polyamides. The other important thing is functionality and structure. So for the 1,1, 1,2, and 1,3 functionality, it cannot form the polymers, can only form the small molecules. And oh, by the way, the numbers here represent the number of functional groups on the monomer. And 2,2 functionality will perfect making linear polymers like polyesters, and 2,3 or 3,3 functionality are likely to form branch or cross-link networks like the thermosets. Alright, welcome to my polymer cooking show. Today we will make a flexible polyester, and our ingredients, just two everyday items. First is glycerol, which you might know as a skincare product. The other is citric acid, a very common food additive you've probably seen in some drinks. So let's do it in our kitchen. First thing first, I'm adding a Carol's group of citric acid into my frying pan. Yeah, it's the same pan you use to fry the egg. But I don't have a kitchen skill, so I just add the amount of glycerol based on my feeling. And once that's in, we will go ahead to heat the mixture to melt everything together. As you can see, many small bubbles are forming. These indicate that the condensation reaction has begun. So the water molecules, as a byproduct, are being released as the citric acid and glycerol start to react to form the ester. So next, I will let the mixture chill to check the polymer formation. As you can see, it has already turned into solid. However, the surface still feels quite sticky, which suggests that the reaction is likely incomplete. So I will increase the heat and continue cooking. Finally, we got a material that is quite firm but still has good flexibility. This is a thermoplastic polyester formed through the polycondensation. Of course, this was a very rough experiment done in the kitchen, but in principle, you can adjust the reaction condition to control the polymerization. The product can be made softer and more elastic, or even turn into hard and cross-linked thermosets. That's it. It's an easy experiment you can try at home.